Hey there guys, it's Jason Mazda and welcome back to part 3 of Let's Build a Modern Beach House in The Sims 3. If you like this video, please remember to give this a thumbs up, it really does help me out. And also remember to answer some of the questions I will be asking throughout this video. It would be really fun and really interactive for me to get to respond to a lot of your questions. What we will be doing in this part is mainly the landscaping as well as adding some of the exterior backyard objects. At the moment we are adding in a nice little blue and wicker seating area. I thought this looked really pretty. I really liked how the blue color sort of contrasted the darker blue of the pool. And of course I added in a little umbrella which would be really appropriate for like sort of summer weather, especially considering we're in sunlit tides. We need to sort of dull down the sun as much as possible. I toyed with this idea of having the hot tub right in front of the windows there. I end up changing it a little bit later. I've just added in the rock climbing wall, which is an object from the Sims 3 store, which I really like. And that's on the other side of the basketball hoop. If you look at the that basketball hoop from the other angle, so it's looking at the rock climbing wall's back, it actually looks really nice, and it's actually sort of a stopper in case the ball goes over as well. I have also added in the glass blowing and jewelry making station, which came with the Prism Art Studio, which I have a giveaway for on my channel at the moment, which you can check out. So I wanted to add the DJ booth, which came with the Showtime expansion pack. And I wasn't sure what to do with this, because I also wanted to add in a massage table and a sauna. I actually am quite happy with what I decided to do. I'm actually about to build a little bit of a balcony, a sort of gazebo area, which was going to be quite a retro color. I was going to create it like black and orange, and I was going to add in pink color as well. I changed my mind with that because I wanted to just build something that blended in with the house. It was sort of going to be a beach, sort of outdoor sheltered area. So I put a roof over the top of this, changed the color to the roof that came with Sunlit Tides. I think it came with Sunlit Tides, it might have came with Island Paradise. But since this is an island beach house, it's very appropriate to use items from the Island Paradise expansion pack. I toyed with putting a fish tank in, changed that idea. I went with these sort of roof sort of joiners. They looked really nice. Just sort of added to the wooden theme of the beach gazebo thing. I'm going to call this thing a gazebo. Gazebo outdoor entertainment area. I actually moved the place of the DJ booth, and I end up putting a hot tub in there. So I removed the hot tub from in front of the windows and instead put something else there, which is quite cool. I won't spoil that for you, I'll let you have a look. This gazebo design was quite unique. I haven't really done anything like this before. I end up putting some little sunroofs in as well from the Into the Future expansion pack, which just make it look a little bit more modern, rather than just being something which you'd see on a island getaway, as well as just sort of continuing with the modern theme of this house. I actually have the back pillars as being wooden, the front pillars as being white. I thought it was quite unique, and I liked the color contrast as well. So here we are, just fixing up the last few touches of the outdoor entertaining area. Here we are adding in the modern floor tiles and just making sure that they can be seen through, just so when your Sims are walking under that they can see through to the upper roof, which is cool. I've added in a nice hot tub. I'm not sure which expansion pack this came from. It's modern and sort of grass design. I toyed with putting some flowers around it, but I thought I wanted to keep the hot tub area as accessible as possible, and there's only a small gap between the basketball hoop and this, so I thought I'd keep it as bare as possible. It still looks very nice. It doesn't look bare at all, it looks quite modern and Here I'm adding a dance floor. I wanted to add a wooden texture that looked similar to the sort of decking area, but I changed my mind and thought I'd go for a really out of their colour. I actually went for a yellow goldy colour which sort of matched the basketball hoops ring, and then I rimmed it with a brown wooden colour which sort of matched the decking, so it sort of did blend in eventually. So I added the DJ booth finally at that point. Looked very nice. And I think we're going to add some landscaping in now. So here we are adding in some of the items from the Sunlit Tides expansion pack world. And I tried adding a fence in. I didn't think it looked very nice, and I wanted your Sims to be able to access the garden if they chose to. So I think I add in some small trees and maybe some rocks around it. Just really sort of not, I didn't want to cover the window that was there too much. This one I actually kept it quite low because, like I said, I don't want to cover the window. I want to be able to see the window, and I want to be able to see out of the window if I am in this house. Here I decided to add in some shrubs. I think they called them hibiscus plants, which is interesting because that's not what I think of when I think of a hibiscus. I think of a pink flower. But just adding some rocks just to accent the edge of the garden bed, make it look natural. Here I decided to create sort of a curved entry path just around the little walkway and the cars. Added some sand in and filled it in with some nice ferns and some small shrubs as well, sort of creating some shade as you went through, sort of creating this sort of oasis look which sort of shrouded the house so you couldn't really see into the pool area if you're walking through, but you would have seen like glimpse through the ferns, so it looked really very it sort of looked like a sanctuary. Which is the whole idea of this house. It's like a modern beachside sanctuary. Just adding in some grass plots from the Into the Future expansion pack, and I will place a few flowers down here. I was going to use like a fencing with grass design for it, but I decided to just go with some palm trees and some shrubs. Just something that sort of surrounded the outdoor pool area, separated it from the rest of the beach area, made it a little bit private as well. I created diamond triangle shaped patterns with the rock design, and then I just filled this entire area with shrubs and then added some flowers to add some colour. They're the hibiscus plants that I was talking about before, and some nice ferns. Just really trying to make this very lush and green, and then adding some flowers in just to add a little bit more of a vibrant colour as well. So we're finished with that, and we're going to add a little bit of a landscaping circle over here. I like using the rock designs to sort of create circle patterns as well, because it looks really natural and beautiful. Just something you'd see in like a garden bed normally, and I just added in a few flowers, just chucking them in there to add some colour. Here I'm adding the decking area to the left hand side of the house. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do over here. I didn't know. There wasn't too much space and didn't really have any plan for it at the start. So I decided, since I had the pets expansion pack, I would add a dog or cat. It's just an outdoor kennel meant to be for dogs, but it can be for cats. A food bowl and a toy chest as well, recoloring them to match the exterior pattern of the house. I actually thought this looked quite nice in the end. I accented it with some nice little green shrubs which I'd found, and then I go back and I actually add those shrubs to the second floor garden bed as well, and it was a very good choice that I made. It made it look so much better. Here I decided I had a bit more space, so I'd add a tropical garden bed, filling it in with the fence, the hedge fence which came with Into the Future. I sort of surrounded the decking area on the left hand side with this fence, so I thought why not keep it for other little garden beds as well. So here I am, like I said, adding in the sort of it's sort of grass, not really a hedge, It's just a decor object to accent the edge of the upper garden bed, and I thought it looked quite pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm adding in the the hedges, and creating a little way to get out onto the surrounding beach. Adding in a palm tree. I really like this palm tree because it's like on an angle, and it's what I picture when I think of an island destination. Those long palm trees which are falling over, and I put it in front of the gazebo area, which was one of my favorite choices with the landscaping of this house. Just adding in some little plants, again, just really trying to create sort of a tropical theme with the flowers. I am adding in one of the last garden beds, I think, and putting some stones around to create a boundary for them. Adding in that grass that I've used throughout the house, just trying to keep the same grass throughout, just to make it seem like if we bought the same grass and it's all natural, as well as keeping the all the other grass that's not for garden beds I've kept as the one that was set for this lot, so it looks natural and connects onto the surrounding neighborhood. Here I am just adding a little bit of another garden bed just to sort of block off and create a private left hand side as well. So I decided to go back and listen to your guys' suggestions and make a sort of split level decking area. I tried getting rid of the gap between the stairs and the fence, but it wouldn't work, so there's sort of a seeping through of the stairs through the fence. So if anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know. I decided to change the position of the telescope, and I decided one thing that was missing was a sort of barbecue area. I haven't really put in a barbecue actually, it's sort of an out kitchen stove area. I have used the stove from Monte Vista, which is the pizza oven, and I ended up adding in this really cool modern outdoor sink, which really added to the island theme as well. So as you see here, it's got a little fern sort of kelp thing on it, which looks nice. And I actually ended up changing the tops of the counters to that pattern which came with the sink, just because it sort of dulled down the opacity, didn't make it look so bright, and it changed the counter design from something which was just ordinary to something that was completely new and different, adding in a microwave and a juicer, just in case your Sims want that. And I added in the chocolate fountain, which is premium content, which came with the Worlds bundle which I bought. We're just about finished with this house, just adding in a few more things. I think I add in a swing set and a cow plant as well. The reason I decided to add the cow plant in was just I wanted another object which was premium, and I decided I would go with this design. It took a little bit of time rearranging it so it was even and that it was allowing me to place in the wooden decking area. So we're just about done with this house. So here we are going to show some screenshots. This is the right hand side of the pool. Here is a sort of higher view, still of the right hand side, just showing the gazebo. Lower view showing the pool area, bar area, DJ table. I really like the shot of the gazebo. It looks really nice with the roofing design. Here is the back of the house, and here we are going to show the left hand side of the house. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I will see you guys next time for another Sims 3 house building video. Bye guys!